Okay, I actually don't know if this is working or not. So, I had problems with my Mac, and I feel like it's still broken even though it's back now. But I did make a video on my iPad, and I don't even know if that... I don't have faith that it's going to get to you. So, I'm making another one really quickly now. This is this is a bad angle for me, friends. I'm not in my usual place. So yeah, I'm here to let you know that I did a podcast recently. So as you know, I'm a left winger. I'm a lefty. I am social justice warrior, snowflake, woke, all those terrible things to my shame. But so I watch a lot of left media, socialism, and I'm learning a lot. And I've spoken to you about Heather Mender before. So Heather is a member of the Labour Party. She's a Jewish woman. She's very left wing, and she's like being investigated for anti-Semitism. And that was kind of how I started to realise that there were some factional issues in the party that I really hadn't wanted to think about before, and I was quite naive about. And that was such a rabbit hole. Learning about that really just changed so much. I'd previously thought the Labour Party was this sort of united thing, and we were all kind of working together for goodness, or to get rid of the Tories, and then to realise there were these factional issues and this sort of silencing and this like punishment of whistleblowers and from the right of the party was really quite horrible to realise. Obviously we've had the Ford report as well, so that was really awful. But anyway, so that's how I found Heather. I watched her content, which you can look at that for yourself. So it's definitely worth a watch, looking at like why they're investigating her, what's going on with the whole Labour anti-Semitism thing, which is hugely being used as a weapon against the left, and that sounds really weird to even say, but like I'm somebody who came at it from a perspective where I was like, yeah, that sounds reasonable, like let me learn about this. And then I started reading and I was like, what's going on here? This is really bad, this is really corrupt. So I can't explain it as well as Heather does, so I'll link you to her video. So that's how I discovered Heather. And then Daniel runs complaints on, not my brother Daniel, not my Dan, although he'll be here on the channel soon. We've got a video planned, like a sibling tag video, an updated one for the Christmas season, because we're going to be like around a lot and having a lot of fun, hopefully. And it's been a tough year. So that'll be fun. But yeah, Daniel is from Complaints on a Plate and Complaints on a Podcast. So he does a lot of left-wing content, which is actually quite funny. It's well edited, usually about Keir Starmer and the hypocrisy of what's kind of going on right now. And I've watched his stuff for a while. So I was approached by Heather to ask if I wanted to be in a podcast with him, and I was like, yeah. Like, are you kidding me? Of course I'd love to. Like, I really love this stuff. I learned so much. I even said to them, I was like, I would love to, but like, what can I offer here? Because I'm learning very much. But we've actually I got in touch with them, and we had a Zoom call, and I feel like I do kind of bring my own thing. They're very nice to me, and they say I do bring my I don't feel like I offer that much. But I hope I do. I'm enjoying it, and I'm learning a lot. So I did a podcast, our first podcast that we did together, where I was a guest, although we're going to do more together now. It's about identity politics and how it's used by the right and how it's used by the centre and what it means. And then we talk a bit about Jonathan Pye and Julie Burchill, and just if you're into like what's going on right now in Britain on the left and that whole situation, then you might be interested in that. I really enjoyed doing it, so I'm just letting you know about that podcast, which I'm really thrilled to be part of, because they're genuinely really great people. They're really smart. It's just you can't imagine, like, do you want to be in a podcast, Claudia? I was like, do I? Yes. So that's really great. So we're doing another one soon, but you'll have seen this before. This is also out of order. Just ignore what I just said. There's another video I made just now about something else we're doing, but I'll put that up separately. But yeah, so it's about identity politics. I'd love it if you'd have a watch or a listen. You can listen because it's a podcast, or you can watch it. I am on the screen. Yeah, it's just really well worth, if not for me, then for them and what they have to offer. But it certainly helps. We're all different age groups and have different experiences, so it's really cool to kind of see where we're all coming from with that. So yeah, I'd love it if you gave that a watch or a listen if you're interested. For those people who, this channel is usually going to be mental health, trauma, fandom, Game of Thrones, Doctor Who, all that kind of stuff. But if you want like left-wing content, then I'll be doing some of that. So that's kind of where you can find me. I'd love it if you, leave comments, or if you like it, or you can dislike it if you want. It doesn't really, it's fine. it's whatever you want to do. But, that will boost it in the algorithm. There's definitely not a lot of left-wing content in this country I've found it's easy to kind of get to, that really suits me. And and I think what they're doing just really does suit me, because it's serious and it's important, but it's also quite funny. So you don't really feel like lectured or anything. You're kind of listening, and it's very open to discussion, so you're learning a lot. And yeah, I really hope you'll enjoy that. So that's what I was part of. So we're doing another one soon, but yeah, so I did a podcast on identity politics. So yeah, go ahead and watch that if you want. I am the weak link of the I am the weak link, but I'm learning, so hopefully you'll see a bit of improvement in me as we go along. But yeah, it's just really to let you know about that, because I didn't have my laptop and I couldn't really make a video about it, and then my laptop went away to get fixed and it's come back and it's still broken. So that's annoying, but never mind. Yeah, I love you loads. I'm just trying to think, shall I like update you on things now, or shall I wait? I think I'll wait, because this is going to be too long and this Mac will die. It's so like it's plugged into so many things right now. It's like I've got like a Bluetooth keyboard over here, and I've got like all these wires, and I feel like a hacker. Just trying to see if I can make it work for 20 minutes without it dying. But yeah, so I really hope you're well, you're having a good holiday season, whatever you celebrate. I hope it's been snowing here, and it's quite icy still, so I hope you're keeping warm. And I love you, and I will see you really soon. I'm gonna try and make a load more videos depending on if my Mac survives, but I'll find a way around it. So yeah, love you loads. Apologies for this weird unflattering angle, which also makes it look like my legs are here. There they are. My booties, if you can call them that. Is that the right word? They've still got their you know what, that's the first time I've realised they've still got their labels on. I need to take those off. Shameful. I'm ashamed. Love you loads, and I will see you very, very soon indeed. Okay, love you. Be safe. Bye.